Alright, I will see my memfa in a sonko in free mega TV aswaye emfa embra obibie nyankopon inhyiraw. Na ensem bi eboba. Ensem bi eboba. Ni nyina ne se Speaker Alban's minor Bagbin ni nsema okokaye se eye the members of parliament omu seats ene ensem kakra wo ho no onso omu in na we na nkofo ka se na speaker kra se obi anyan ka se you are the next speaker of parliament enti sidan na oka sa nsem no abusia emsene die anohye na akweye se tension be rise I don't know minim se speaker no mbe maintain no ana se NDC for will do ho no mom de be man dia me mega meti ho minim because minya NDC ni afen so menka NDC omo plans ho and I don't have any link to that and I minim any bia say metimi abetan ka se speaker no mbe maintain na but per what I'm seeing no I can see from the fact say speaker no obetina na kugwam. But in Kofobinso on the other side saying say no speaker no onye den ontina na kunwa so because also we decide the party should decide on it. What you say the party should decide on it. Anya no na obeka say CNSC. So ensem no I different enti mepese na ibeko ne yakwakuti ensem no emu enchire mu full details no yenko na yenkuti de koba bidi na kai na ebeto aso. In fact me producer amfa mayina ma me producer me fire no enti minim baby credit yemfa credit nko but anyway yankopon hira yenti nse na emfa embre koba yebeto aso.
The absolute majority we now possess in the next parliament does not merely reflect the confidence of the Ghanaian people in the party, but it underscores their yearning for change, for progress, and their trust in the party's promise to reset Ghana. And Ghana, we must reset. We cannot do that just in 4 years. We will make tremendous gains in 4 years, but we need more than that. And it behoves on all of us in what we say, in what we do, in our attitudes, in our conduct, to let Ghanaians know that there is no other party better than the NDC. The economic challenges inherited from the outgoing administration will be considerable. In fact, many of you don't know how deep the hole is. And if we are to succeed in reversing these trends, it will demand the utmost commitment and concerted efforts of professionals like you. Your insights, professionalism, dedication, and ability to mobilize support to reset Ghana will be critical as we work together to breathe new life into our economy, our government.
And then he also had a lot to say when it comes to the newly elected parliamentarians to be inaugurated in the 9th Parliament.
To become a member of Parliament, you have to be elected by the voter. And you have to be declared by the Electoral Commission. But you have to be sworn in by the Speaker. Thank you. Until you are sworn in by the Speaker, you remain MP elected. So I was very very clear in my mind that some of those
ballistic.
Don't worry.
Prepared. Okay,
Meaning what? I mean,
okay, once again, I
the speaker, the pronouncement is making
yes, but
dangerous.
before I get here, Roland, I'm a man who is very grateful for whatever help people give me. In this political conversation, you need help. And on this campaign, there were many people who came through for us in our campaigns. It's only fair that I use this platform to appreciate them. Whilst we sit on this platform, we do not maintain all the knowledge in this world. People send us text messages, on the spot information, and that usually changes the confirmation. Your platform is for education, entertainment, and to inform people. And so sometimes you'll be on the platform and an expert sends you a particular information that essentially changes even what you say and what not to say. I want to appreciate those people who usually come through for us. I appreciate you greatly. Roland, there have been instances that you've not been here, that either Bella or Na or Cookie have stepped in. And as men, we tend to try to maybe make it a bit
women more
uncomfortable for them. And so I want to thank them for whatever it is that they have endured in keeping us in check. It's always a difficult thing. I appreciate them greatly. But you see, that said, I want to, on this issue of the speaker,
even about the contested seats in relation to who will be inaugurated or will be part of that swearing in and all that.
I've read on various platforms the conversation that at this critical moment, the responsibility is within the Clerk of Parliament, and that will first admit the people into the House. It is the people who will then subsequently elect or select or, as it were, endorse whoever may be proposed as Speaker. I recall vividly in 2004 where former President Kufuor had brought Sechi Hughes. And then the NDC minority then, I think led by Honorable Bagbin, then proposed Peter Lajete, the then Speaker. And the matter was put to a vote. And the MPP numbers, obviously more than ours, overwhelmingly voted for, Sechi Hughes. And so Lajete lost the plot. Obviously, there is going to be a conversation as to who will be the next Speaker. Already, I've heard Honorable Afenyo Markins and co saying that Honorable Bagbin should stay and they will prefer working with him, among other things. Speaker Bagbin is somebody whose pedigree and, let me say, experience is one that is over 30 years relative to our democratic experiment. And with that experience and what have you, I'm sure it is going to make whoever the next Speaker is going to be a very interesting conversation. Either way, I want to wish him well. He served Ghana extremely well. And if his name comes up, with the likes of Afenyo Markins and others already speaking in his favor, I strongly believe that the future is pregnant. With that pregnancy, I want to dovetail it into the conversation as to what Right Honorable Speaker said. I think he's expressed a view that not many people share with him. Particularly from the MPP side, that is not within his remit, because technically, for the technical legal reason, at the time MPs will be sworn in, quote unquote, there wouldn't be a speaker. Even if he will be the Speaker of the next, technically, is considered to be a new parliament altogether. And so the admission into the house may be done by the clerk. But I want to believe that whatever the clerk will do would be within the confines of the law. And so if there are existing legal processes relative to, quote, the MPs who are the benefit of recollation, and like the court said, to the point that and the Electoral Commission itself makes the point that they recollated on the basis of the court order. Now, that order of the court had been set aside. And so, to the point that those orders have been set aside, the consequential orders that resulted in the recollation and the benefit derived from that purported recollation must fail or must fall. Like we always say in Mark 4 and USA, you cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. So when the foundational order is no longer there, and in many of the depositions done by the Electoral Commission before the court, they make the point that they had to do the recollation pursuant to the orders of the court. And so if those orders are no longer there, the logical consequence is that all the recollations done on the basis of those orders falls, as somebody will say, flat. And when they fall flat, you cannot derive any benefit from it. I think that it is within that context that the Right Honourable Speaker is saying that if you are a product of that impugned order, if you are a product of that quash order, then you can't enter the house.
Okay, so that's the reasoning behind
his
opinion he shared.
That's all. Okay. Without more.
Okay, so it's not for any mischief.
No. I mean, and remember that this is a speech he delivered after the Supreme Court pronouncement, and his claim is well founded in law. In fact, I remember the claim by the Electoral Commission at the Supreme Court was that they had already done the recollation, and so the court should not entertain our application. Because it's like the horses are bolted. So why do you want to now lock the stable after the horses? The Supreme Court said, no. Once the impugned orders form the foundation of the so-called recollation, it must fail. And that's the logical consequence for it. And so under the circumstance, the Speaker is right to say that those people should not enter the house.
Well, I say good morning to Abigail Darko with the Ghana National Association of Teachers, Goma District.
I uphold the saying that silence is golden. And that should be a mark of a leader, every leader, especially a leader who emanates from the circles of the law, who understands what the law says and work with the law. In this case, like Speaker Bagbin. I was appalled by the comment made by him. First of all, like my brother Ediji says, we are moving into the 9th parliament. And if you listen to Ediji carefully, he chose his words well. He's not speaking to matters that would point to the fact that something that is a sub judice is being discussed. And I don't expect a man of his stature to have made such comment at all. First of all, we've gone into an election. Election is over. We have some contentions. The NDC says no. MPP says no. Or whoever has interest in it says no. There are laws to guide us. And rightly so, my good brother sitting here was in the Supreme Court and argued his case strongly and eloquently. Okay? He exhibited brilliance. The Supreme Court bought into his argument and said, look, if that foundation which is supposed to make these MPs is flawed, in the criminal justice system they say fraud vitiates all. Whatever that you feel is indeed not right cannot make what is wrong right. Therefore, my brother was directed and his team And our party directed and their team go back to the High Court, get a new judge, litigate the mandamus, then whatever that comes out, we all abide by it again and move on. Now, before that is done, then you get a forum. That is where I want to caution President Mahama. I want to wish him well, congratulate him. He's a great brother. He's been there before, and he's been given the mandate again by the people. Inshallah, by the 7th of January, which we all pray to live to see, he shall be sworn in as the President of the Republic of Ghana. And I want to say, he should be wary of the number 3.
I don't understand. Who is number 3?
The powerful number 3. People are so interested in number 3, but this country deals with
Speaker of Parliament.
I don't know who is going to be the Speaker of Parliament, but he should be aware. He should be aware that there will be a number 3, and that number 3 may assume some powers.
What's your point with this?
The point I'm making is that if you are a leader and in that position, you should be measured by what you say. I respect Speaker Bagbin so much, but what he said was needless. My brother has just summed everything up to us. If the Supreme Court gives orders, it is law, and we all have to abide by it. Except to say that for the last case, they ceased to be unanimous FC.
I don't understand.
Oh no, they were called all sorts of names. If it doesn't go, some people. I'm saying, but for the last case of the one they had and said go back and litigate it, and then of course it was okay. They ceased then to be unanimous FC completely. They became one of the powerful, great judges that we've had. I've always said, look, let's respect the fundamental laws of this country. If the Constitution says that the Constitution is supreme, and that the Constitution gives the mandate of its interpretation to the Supreme Court of Ghana, and whatever pronouncement they make is law, then all of us who are key players and key actors in this political space must be careful. On Bagbin's comment, like I said, is needless, because first of all, you are not even sure whether you will even be the Speaker of Parliament then. First of all. Secondly, you may even seek to benefit from these people if indeed they go through the mill and become the members of Parliament. Because what happened the last time, it was into
Are you assuming that Speaker Bagbin made this comment with the acknowledgement that he will be the Speaker, or he was just espousing what is lawful?
Well,
that if you're not sworn into office, into the next Parliament by the Speaker or into the Parliament, you cannot then assume.
Why? Kamal didn't sit in here. If I am not gazetted as member of Parliament elect for any constituency, what business do I have going to Parliament?
So that's what he was saying.
That's the point. So the point is,
saying that you are also acknowledging he shouldn't say.
I am saying,
because he's a speaker.
I use the word sub judice. And you being a lawyer, knowing that this is a legal journey that is being embarked on, you have no business commenting on this.
You think he's prejudicing the
absolutely.
Court? But he's
not appearing. He appeared emphatic in his statement when he says that those regulations or whatever they call it, when they come, they have no space in Parliament. It doesn't lie with you to say that. Listen to him. It doesn't lie with him. He can share an opinion, but it doesn't lie with him to say regulation or whatever it is. They have no business there. And the point I'm making,
the reasoning of the Supreme Court, Kamal is brother. You see, per the reasoning of the Supreme Court, to the extent that these MPs draw their election or purported declaration from the orders of the court, Speaker Bagbin is simply saying that that thing had fallen flat. And so you cannot be admitted into the house. That is all that he says.
This is right.
No, so
this is common knowledge.
If he's repeating,
and I am saying that listen, that's all. You see, the political gains that some of these comments make, and the way they travel.
What's the merit or demerit or the influence or non-influence of the opinion he shared at that ceremony?
What I'm saying is that what he sought to say obviously would be decoded by whoever is listening, and then look, if a communication piece is thrown out there, somebody sitting somewhere would have to analyze.
The court and I am influenced by public opinion.
The court can never be influenced by public opinion, anyway, but we are even cautioned not to even comment on matters before the court. We are cautioned.
That's true.
And I'm saying that once we are cautioned not to comment on, silence is golden. A man of his stature has no business even coming to comment on this. The point is that, first of all, you are not sure whether you will be the Speaker of Parliament, but for you to say that I will not swear them in, listen to the statement. You are not even the Speaker of Parliament there. Who said you are going to be the Speaker of Parliament? You will not swear them in. Means what? You have already put yourself.
You have an information
listen
that he's
to
not going to be the Speaker.
I don't have an information, but what I know is that there's going to be a ninth Parliament.
Even his side thinks
I am saying no. That is the opinion of Markins. Oh. I may have my opinion. No.
Are you saying Markins' opinion is not the opinion of the MPP side in the ninth Parliament?
I am a member of the party national executive. We haven't sat down to discuss to say that we are supporting Bagbin to become the Speaker.
I understand you are meeting on the second.
We have not done that. So I'm saying that if my good brother, Honorable Markin, made a comment which you have referred to, that is his position.
He is on his own.
Point is, Bagbin is not yet the Speaker of Parliament, of ninth Parliament. So he doesn't even have the locus to say that I will not swear them in. When you are not even. That was reckless, with all respect to him.
No, he just repeated the judgment of the ruling of the Supreme Court.
If he had spoken to the matter, like the way you spoke to it, I have no business commenting on it. But for you to go ahead to put yourself in that position and say, I will not swear them in, you have assumed the position of a Speaker of ninth Parliament, and you are not. So I'm saying, please, silence is golden. Please check your language when you are speaking. Number 3.
My referee, what do you make of all this?
Yeah, I'm surprised that honestly speaking. Why should you have an issue with somebody speaking what really is the issue? Because you yourself, you are conceding that it is right that based on the orders of the Supreme Court, the purported what's it called?
Recollation.
Or the purported
and the beneficiaries of that recollation.
The MPs elect as declared by the second event.
Are no longer
they don't hold as MP.
Exactly. I beg you. And so they won't, unless something changes, they are not going to Parliament. You understand? We are all in waiting, in a state of waiting until tomorrow's matter at the High Court, and whatever orders will emanate from there, and then whether or not, based on those orders or not, those people would be declared as having been elected. For me, I don't see why we should even waste executive time discussing. Because if I can have an opinion and air him, why can't Bagbin have an opinion and air him? And indeed, you consider that his opinion isn't a wrong.
Martin says the position he holds.
Well, why?
And then also he's not translated.
So because you are speaker, you can't have an opinion. Because he's speaker now. I beg you, he's speaker now. So because he's speaker now, he can't have an opinion about.
Because I thought he was just stating a procedural process.
Indeed. When I saw the topic, I was shocked because I feel
because it's Christmas. We want to make sure we made a conversation.
But there's a more pressing issue. The more pressing issue is what circumstances have led us to a situation where about 6 or 7 days before swearing in,
we have this
issue where we don't even know whether.
What do you make of it?
No, it is a massive failure on the part of the government and the EC.
Why?
We are 6 days away from a swearing in, and we have about 5 or 6 constituencies where we still don't know who the elected MPs are. At this issue of recollation, are you not worried? And all the, you see, I beg you, you understand? This issue of recollation beyond the EC, who is supposed to grant security in this country? You see, for you to have a situation where people, whichever name you choose to call them, whether hooligans, whether hoodlums, go and then force the EC, per what the NDC are saying, to make declarations which are unlawful. Listen, is it not a massive failure on the part of government? The institution supposed to be providing security in this country, to the extent that 6 days before swearing in. We don't know who the MPs are. It's not a failure. I beg you, I beg you, listen. Come out in. I disagree vehemently when you were speaking. I didn't talk. I don't like this. No.
Come out in.
You want to have a chance
do the regulation based on their own whatever authority. The court ordered that regulation be done. Or coalition be done.
Come out in, relax. So just let him have.
So that impression must be corrected.
No, but you can't correct it when it's your turn.
Come out in. Listen, I don't know if you understand. He's what I'm saying is
it's Christmas.
Certain facts. No, but it's Christmas. But you have a situation where 6 days or 7 days before swearing in.
That's problematic.
You understand?
At the heart of the matter, you are saying that is
first of all, what led to a situation where recollation, they say for that they need to do recollation, which needed to do. Listen. They are saying that certain declarations were made which were illegal, and those declarations were illegal because they were done under duress. Now, you understand? Now, the point is, I'm saying that we have a system, and we know a person is given our powers to provide security in this country. Who the ultimate responsibility lies in terms of providing security lies on creating that culture where we wouldn't have a situation where people will feel compelled to go to the AC, you understand, and even think about forcing the AC to make a declaration. You understand? So if there was any doubt about the trust the people have in the system, if there's any about it, because but the bottom line is the people of Ghana have lost faith in the ability of the AC
to manage the elections,
and they've also lost faith in the ability of the security agencies to do the needful. And I'm saying that it is a fundamental evidence of the lack of trust the people of Ghana have in our systems. And now who will go blame them? And so for me, I thought that rather than come and discuss a Ghanaian, that's the speaker, declaring his opinion, like all of us are declaring, as if I can declare my opinion. If you come out in, you can declare your opinion. If Eruji can declare his opinion, what stops the Speaker of Parliament from sharing an opinion, especially when you claim that opinion is right anyway? You understand? At the end of the day, you see,
so that is it. We and Sema, aka ediafa home, and it is quite confusive. Yes, it is quite confusive. The speaker no obetina na kungwam anase ontina na kungwam. It is pretty interesting. But madam, if you ask me, anase, if I have any suggestion, the mechanism, Speaker Alban's minor Bagbin has been one of the wonderful speakers under this Fourth Republic. Enti senkebeya and NDC for shouldn't dare change this man, because first, he is a historian, he is a lawyer, and he is what? A tactician politician. So what you say? He is a tactician politician. So I know and NDC MPP for and the Kufado government from first term to second term when come behind you. But it told be a Bagbin tenase now was schooled, no was yini as if say or no or NDC ni now was sheda asset agenda be what you say na ebe we no na trap no na MPP for ankasa akutum. So when it comes to managing the House of Parliament, he is having that kind of what? He's having that kind of what? Qualities. He is having the experience. And Oshe MPs no muhonu inana. Ono ena was spending a lot in the Parliament House. So many years. So when it comes to strategy, onim eba ne say yemfa we nto ha yenye say yemfa ne say yemfa we nhye ha. In fact, he is a strategic man, and NDC for a continuum with him. He is going to be a wonderful Speaker of Parliament in the 9th Parliament. NDC for motenase na moma nkofo bi nka se ebe yanka munyi speaker ebe yanka munyi se na mo nso mukoyi na ebe se MPP for de no chairman sabunsu eye majority leader omo eye ni ombeye bia chairman sabunsu omo wo na se a ene chairman sabunsu ofri honom. Let me tell you, MPP for papa. So when you say chairman sabunsu senkoda so the leader of government business and can you say the MPs be co-independent and can you say the MPs be lose so mu seat no the key MPs no and can you say the lose so mu seat anyhow no. Chairman Sabunsu is a unifier. I'm telling you, mina make a chill. Chairman Sabunsu is a strategic man. He made any Alban Bagbin or any Alban Bagbin any bar parliament. So when it comes to managing the house, Chairman Sabunsu even has the capabilities and the qualities to be a speaker. I'm telling you, mina make a chill. And he say NPP for anyone. Tisi amino ka say MPP executives no. They have regretted so moved in an advocate because of their parochial interest. And I know that, and you know the reason why. I've told you, say the entire LED chairman Sabunsu from being my majority leader and say bra kin ufurata and sense no and kofobin sorry 89 MPs led by Andy Apia Kubia Santi Akim North ebe press conference. Na press conference, they came without notifying who the majority leader who was Yerasi Chimesa Bunsu. And no, and Akufado and the leadership of the party, some of them ethnicity who said no. Sadie we a good party in any massy. First, a Guga Abain any massy, second, a good party in any massy. And thirdly, no, or the party in air form, ama opposition enyaye, and Mujina so. And another a catchy chairman Sabunsu say, oh no, the leader of the parliament when it comes to the majority and the leading the government business on for the demand for. I'm telling you, chairman Sabunsu Babontin ebe catch they say, Nanado Shenim a catch and say, Ura for Duman isi, why you be a ye. Until he was pushed, he was forced to what? Drop down his tools as a majority leader. What you say? Enti anu na elidi ya ema sansensen ebaye no. But when it comes to strategy, and you all know say Kindufurata na nye MPs ni nkwa before then no na Ghana fo nyina no we are what na nyina na ye kase Chemensa is omukan say Kindufurata is most incompetent leader finance minister yenya no. Because nothings were getting out of hands. Na enema nyejuma, na enema den. The economy was so hard, and the dollar too was. That was the time I recorded $1 is to 18, almost 18 cedis. And safest DNN and I'm 23, 25 cedis. Did you remember those days? And it's all about a press conference now. No mudiye. But the issue here is they did not notify Chairman Sabunsu before they came out to do such a press conference. And no, anymore Chairman Sabunsu, enya asasem no. But when it comes to managing the party, Mamin Kawasem, because of the weather in China. Chairman Sabunsu, let me tell you, Chairman Sabunsu, Gentia Okotna Parliament over 20 years, and they say. Ewo swami ko swami ya oni ade papa bia wo even no one swami interchange kura wantimi anye ema edru baby Chairman Sabunsu ko the constituency he has no glory on his own constituency. Any say chairman say bunsu na Aban no use no because of the strategy any the high qualities or concerning parliament no na omu use no e de ne kɔ mind interactions, that is international conversation, international affairs and na modern echo. When it comes to strategizing party no ma chairman Sabonsu and no lead. So let me tell you, chairman Sabonsu at a point in time no obi omo swear catch there any member of parliament or chairman Sabonsu constituency say and as any aspirant obi any who also contest chairman Sabonsu wow be sorry no. Oh, they are going to raise money against you, and after that, be intimidate you, more party no and your day. And you know, BS Russa Swami, over contesting Kimi Sabuzo. And you know, NDC for so there, say in Ashanti region. Yes, I have to tell you that, and I must tell you that the MDC for Mundi say. Na omuni say all these years omuni say Ashanti and Nakura and say Krana omuwe you krano seat omuni I think say 8 or 7. Almost we have 47 constituencies in Ashanti region. NDC Armenia in 10. We had this year election krana omo increase ye AGG city krana mwa. Apart from that, na NDC for NDC Ashanti region. Enti omo swear e ka kire obi bia so be contest chairman Sabonsu no. Omonkofo esuruye because omukache say chairman Sabonsu is influential person in the party. He is the key factor when it comes to managing the parliament. Eti obi an contested omunjano na even wanye yikura na enye denya asantefo no omudro mbechiska omoya iden omatwa man. Enti chairman Sabonsu hu sa ade we na enti na to de bia campaign kro hwe so nyo. Raise a t-shirt no their command constituents. Don't say more den no their common no my the matwama delegate ni the dru honoma we one we denya obinya. That was the reasons why Chairman Sabonsu spending over a decade in that constituency. Obientimi antu. Could you believe say Chairman Sabonsu to make a international meeting concerning ebia Aban sikasena de adibi? By that very moment, near will campaign time, now obi wo chairman Sabonsu constituency, even president the crown, no more yet, or more year rally, no more year campaign at the manor. Chairman Sabonsu was one of the key factors in NDC, in MPP Monfanchemio. What you say? Enti Ekoba say, Sir MPC no more sorry, and you know, said another year too much. I was in a good about 3. But because of said Nanado, Ninu Bima and I in the warfare you said the case you say when you Kinufurata or any darling boy intino. The moment who saw more rising against Kinufurata na and Nanado, and I didn't say near me, I don't care whoever Chairman Sabonsu is. I am giving it out. I am giving him out. And we then pushing the massa sign in Krata, the free a majority, then town on majority. No munya micro minority say ne afenyo makinye micro minority dide sankrata na ide free so sisia e no mo force owura no enti no e na di MPP abedu samrewe enti no sometimes you can experience no ka say o akọ iske we say masa obe ha ho enti me kam na kwesi so NDC for mamunya ma adwen se mu yi Alban Bagbin ato nchen. It will go a long way to what? To distract the government. I'm telling you. Because ne afenyo jina hui unim unhukutuku mfa kuranshim. Afenyo hudi onyo. Let me tell you, afenyo one of the desperate member of parliament. One of the desperate members of parliament. Now, because onu hudi oye. So who's a micro minority and a minority leader. Wa just hudi oye. Because na usinya afidi yura Chairman Sabonsu and a one graduate. I yes a wuku school and a 1 year. But still now so pro certificate. We had on senka because 1 year school no obey I just wuku we and some second certificate. So that is how a fast or a buy what you say enti misremo how speculations rumors na na abontin yeyi Alban Bagbin fi honom e di obi foforo aba no speculations na NDC for mo ma nye no kware because Ghana had ni speculations bia no se bi no kware bi wo baby mo ma Alban Bagbin ento so ni dwuma because this man is a wise man. He is full of wisdom. He's full of integrity. He's very intelligent and brilliant man. Young man, he can work 247 anytime, any day, any minute, any second. He can work for you any moment. It's a moment for be shishemchi. Namoka say, oh, yenny free so yenny said the muyi haruna drusu. Now let me tell you, at of forcing, he doesn't suit for majority leader. At of forcing ain't suit too. Hey, anya to force the yonko di haruna drusu. Let me tell you, mekano crachel. Anya to force the yonko edi haruna drusu. Onsenka nye Ghana for any MPP for or more exposure and kamu mukwa bread and can DC for bread because and edru baby no namukwa more struggle and to force more channel court na akwa say dwuma no ohun nani so e no mo san twe no e ba scandal spare pass e no mo twe no court once na my frustrated but Haruna Idris e ho no ma he too is a strategic man like Chairman Sabonsu. He too is a strategic man like Chairman Sabonsu. Enti money mo bi adwemu Samu Kui Bagbin Friho because Bagbin is one of the best politicians ever in this country. Or no matter how the Nokre will cost you. Obeka Chiro Chairman Sabunsu and so I can't but it will be party ebe run too much. Now if it is a party na jijine so enti the opebi obetimi aye. Na na do mani hu se party ni nyane dia. Achimfo no muli di party ni sesei. Eno ena ebe wi Chairman Sabunsu say you. Eno ena wi no. Enti NDC for mumfanye suade. You people should learn something from it. Mama enkofo bi no mu enjine baabi enkyerɛkyerɛ mu ne amunyo. Muma yewra Speaker Alban Bagbin entina se. Na sa nkomodi na matete na bonten mu yi na firi ho mu mana step down mu mana yisi no mu mana nye no kware because Alban is the most brilliant educated, excellent, full of wisdom, having the qualities to be the next Speaker of Parliament. And I'm saying it, and this is a warning to you. Munim say dear domo, mumuti chiraye yena yakwese coach. Yenim mum, but sometimes yens me bekan ayani bihinya. Iti beslamu. The ye di moi, ye betna no membe be nkwa. E kana kwa no na achiremu. Iti mu bi kwa dadamu. Na mukoka se o ye Chairman Sabunsu fi ho no makoyi we ya. Manhia mubidi mudokono kwa. Manhia mubidi mudokono kwa. That is a warning and an advice to any NDC member. Mo planning se mubeye sa ade na emboamo. So you have to stop it. Yankopon shita hanum. Your number one authentic channel, Mega TV. Let's also subscribe to the channel while I keep you. Yankopon shita mamro yebi. Yankopon enshiro bibia makraw. Bye bye.